Hello, everybody. Welcome to McKelvey Ballpark for today's Babe Ruth Championship Baseball game between the visiting team, Mountain View Eagles, and the home team, Colonial Mortuary. I'm Paul Cunningham, flying solo here today, bringing you this championship game broadcast as both teams went into the playoffs expecting to get into this position, and indeed they have. Both teams winning in extra innings in their qualifying games to get here. Colonial Mortuary has an edge where they will have to be beaten twice today in order to lose the title. But the Eagles are a very, very tough team for them to take on. The lineup batting order for the Eagles here in the top of the first. They'll lead off their shortstop, Sid Iyer. Chase Bishop, the pitcher, will bat second. Tim Coe, third baseman, will bat third. Aiden Leonard, the first baseman, will be in the 4-hole. Matt Corpentinos is playing second base today and batting fifth. Patrick Vargas will bat sixth and play center field. Chris Singh is in right field, batting seventh. Jonathan Zweig is the extra hitter. He is in the 8-hole. Chris Tejada is batting ninth and playing left field, and Sam Gill is the second baseman, batting 10th. Defensively for Colonial Mortuary, Roy Fuccio is in left, Nate Spenceley in center, and Ryan Young is in right field. Around the infield, Max Higaretta at first, Justin Kramer at second. Colin Holman is the third baseman. Adam Spielman's at shortstop. Nick Myers behind the plate, and on the hill is Ryan Myers. Chat there before we get started between Ryan Myers and Nick Myers. Just some final quick discussions. A warm day out here at McKelvey.
Catching is Nick Meyer. And the Eagles' first batter is Sid Iyer.
Just about probably the low 80s, maybe mid 80s here today at McKelvey Ballpark here in the heart of Mountain View, California. A little diamond in the rough, you might say, for Mountain View, this complex here. First pitch to Iyer is in there for a strike, 0-1. Sid Iyer, who plays at Bellarmine High School, he's finished his freshman year, looking forward to his sophomore year. This one's hit hard towards shortstop, but right at Adam Spielman for out number one.
And now batting is Chase Bishop.
Batter is Chase Bishop. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Bishop. So Ryan Myers doing a nice job getting ahead in the count so far. Being right around that strike zone. Fouled up into the screen. Bishop chased a fastball up, and the count jumps to 0-2. Popped up on the infield. Spielman calls for it, and he will make the catch for out number two. 2 away.
And now batting is Tim Coe.
Tim Coe, the batter. Coe is the third baseman tonight, or today, this afternoon, for the Eagles. Breaking pitch doesn't break, stays high, ball one. Two and 0 the count as that fastball came in around the same location. Ryan Myers will do a little groundwork out there. Coe in there still ready to hit. 2-0 pitch high again, ball three, and Ryan Myers looking at where his foot's landing and trying to fill in that hole. High, ball four, and Coe draws a 2-out walk. Hayden Leonard, the batter, the first baseman for the Eagles. Pitch just low. Ball 1. Myers from the stretch. 2-0 the count.
Hey, way to take that kid, bitch.
Ryan Myers is a tough pitcher to steal off of here in this league, mostly because he will pause for a long time in his set position and not allow you to really get a rhythm off him. He'll change how he goes each time. This is the throw down to second on a steal attempt that bounces into center field, and Tim Coe gets himself into scoring position with a stolen base. Another look at it. Got a good jump on the pitch. Coe just giving it all he has. A throw short hopped Spielman. Spielman unable to come up with it. So a runner in scoring position now. Strike at the knees. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss.
Watch that ball leave that back. Watch the ball leave the back, kid. Let's go, what? Base hit ball 4. Go in right here, kid. Base hit ball 4, kid. Here we go.
Well, they got him picked at second, and they've got a run down. Nice move by Myers. Too many pump fakes by Spielman, but the runner falls down, tumbles around, and is finally tagged out for out number 3. And that will do it for the Eagles in the top of the first. 1/2 in the books. The Eagles nothing. Colonial Mortuary coming to bat.
I was at a fire department training, and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor, and he saved my life.
Bottom of the first inning, the batting order for Colonial Mortuary. Adam Spielman, their shortstop, will lead off. Nate Spenceley, the center fielder, bats second. Ryan Myers, the pitcher, will bat third. Max Higaretta, first baseman, bats fourth. Nick Meyer, the catcher, will bat fifth. Colin Homan, third baseman, bats sixth. Justin Kramer, the second baseman, bats seventh. And Ryan Young, right fielder, will bat eighth. Roy Fuccio, the left fielder, is in the 9 spot. Defensively for the Eagles, Chris Tejada is in left field. Patrick Vargas is in center, and Chris Singh is in right field. Around the infield, Aiden Leonard is at first base. Sam Gill is at second. Tim Coe is at third base, and Sid Iyer is at shortstop. Behind the plate, Matt Corpentinos, and on the mound, Chase Bishop. In the Eagles playoff game last night, they had a tough battle with the Independent Order of Oddfellows. They ended up winning in extra innings 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning, but one of the players that really saved their day last night was little Sam Gill at second base, who defensively just made some gems of plays to keep IOOF from getting on the scoreboard. And you always tell your players sometimes, you might not be doing it with the bat and you get frustrated with yourself for not getting a base hit, but making a huge defensive play that keeps a team from scoring 2 runs is just like hitting an RBI double or a 2 RBI double that brings in a
Catching
couple of
is
runs.
Matt
It serves the
At
same
bat,
purpose.
Adam Spielman.
So, bottom of the first inning, Adam Spielman leads off for Colonial. He takes high, ball one from Bishop. On the corner for a strike. 1-1 to count. Curveball drops in for a strike. 1-2. Nice looking curve there. A 12-6 breaker. Strike three called, and down goes Spielman. Batter will be the center fielder, Nate Spenceley.
And now batting is Nate Spenceley.
Another look at that strikeout pitch that caught the corner. First pitch swinging is Spenceley, and he cue balls it off the wall on the third base side, right back out onto the infield. 0-1 the count. Pitch rides inside. 1-1 to count. Two and one to count. Low in the dirt and skips past Corpontinos. 3-1 the count to Spenceley. Bishop works exclusively from the stretch. Grounded up the middle towards short. Iyer up with it, throws across and in time to retire the speedy Nate Spenceley. Nice play by Sid Iyer. 2 away. And the batter will be the pitcher, Ryan Myers.
And stepping into the batter's box is Ryan Myers.
Want to know to Myers. Fly ball into center field. Vargas goes back on it, continues to backpedal, and he's there with a little tumble at the end to make the catch for out number 3, and that will do it for Colonial Mortuary in the bottom of the first, a 1-2-3 inning. We've played one complete, there's no score. Aiden Leonard, Matt Corpontinos, and Patrick Vargas slated here in the top of the second, as you see two fans down the right field line and enjoying the shade and the tan bark down there. Great day to watch a baseball game out here at McKelvey. First pitch to Leonard is in there for a strike 0-1, and Leonard gets to come back to the plate because at the end of the first inning, or the bottom of the first, top of the first, excuse me, Tim Coe got picked off second base. So Leonard gets to come back up with a fresh count. And it is a 1-1 count. Pitch misses. Little up. 2-1 the count. Pitch misses way up, and Ryan Myers A little frustrated with his lack of ability to find the zone at the moment. Pitch misses, ball 4, and Leonard draws a leadoff walk. It's one thing in baseball you always want to try to avoid is putting the leadoff man on. Nick Meyer will go out and have a chat with his pitcher. This game is brought to you by KMVT's all sports presenting sponsors, the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network, choose your PAMF doctor today, and by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead provides the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. Corpentino steps in, the catcher for the Eagles. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Hayden Leonard took a pretty healthy secondary lead down at first base, and Nick Meyer not afraid to throw down. He now throw over in an attempt to keep him a little bit closer. He's back safely. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second is not in time. As Leonard has himself a stolen base. We'll take another look at that, as it looked like a close play. Nick Meyer got rid of it in a hurry. The slide of the tag, and I think it's, boy, that's close. I think he might have had him just fine. I think that was a good call. Very nice job by our camera crew to get that shot, as it looked like the tag was applied just a millisecond before the hand hit the bag. I know my milliseconds. 2-1 to count to Corpentinos. Popped up on the infield. Higuereta calls for it and makes the catch. And they throw back to second base. Crowd is upset as they thought they had maybe doubled the runner off, not getting back to second base. We'll take a look at it.
The foot was not there already.
You see Higuereta make the catch. He's off the bag, but he was actually off the bag. It looks like he was off the bag after he was on the bag when the catch was made and came off. So it wasn't a force. It was going to have to be a tag. And I don't think they applied the tag in time. So 1 away. A little surprised they didn't think of bunting there, but to get the runner down to third with 1 out. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to count to Vargas. Vargas, the center fielder for the Eagles. 1 out, runner at second base for the Eagles. Low in the dirt, skips away from Meyer, but the runner will not advance. Vargas had a great night with the bat last night against IOOF and came around to actually score the winning run in the bottom of the 8th inning. So a good game by him. This one's hit well into center field. Going back on it is Spenceley, and he's not going to get it. Leonard is around third on his way to the plate, and Vargas will hold at second base with a double. Patrick Vargas got a hold of that one. Another look at it. As it's hit well. So an RBI double.
Do you know?
What's the marking on it?
What does it say?
Does it have BB core or anything on it?
Pardon me?
Does it have a BB core number or anything on it?
Well, is that in the rule book?
Yeah.
Because it can have anything it wants on it without making it legal or illegal.
He's got the national rule right
Just
there.
has to.
Do you have a copy of the
This is
rules?
from Babe Ruth and stuff. We can look at it. That's an alloy
Fine,
bat.
let's take a look.
It's not.
Come on over.
It's
Okay.
not
Over.
BB
Okay.
core.
Yeah, no,
Mims
we're-
did the same thing.
Yeah, okay, I'm just covering my bases.
No, I know. Yeah.
That's all.
Here we go.
Okay, that may not exceed whatever. Boom, boom, boom.
There's a
Alloy,
break in the action as they discuss
aluminum
the
alloy
bat that
barrel,
was
and
used, and you can
also
actually listen
handle
in.
Only
You brought it up.
are allowed. Okay. Composite barrel bats certified and marked BB core. Okay. Yeah. So
It doesn't say anything about you can give
that's
minus 5 or minus
not
3
a
or whatever.
BB core, and it's a 5-ounce drop. So it's not alloy. I mean, it's not composite. It's an alloy, aluminum.
Going back.
Good.
Hey, dude, man, this is about the third or fourth time, man. You know. Down the bat.
So the bat is legal.
There was a discussion about the legality of the bat. So alloy, it's not composite. It's in the rules. It's a legal bat. And now batting is Chris Singh.
So the batter is Chris Singh, the right fielder, as we're back to play. Discussion was about as exciting as watching paint dry. But they made the right decision, and the runner scores. So 1-0 Eagles lead. 0-1 the count to Singh. Runner fakes as if to go. Swing and a miss by Singh. Meyer very alert behind the plate, ready to throw.
Whole way through. Watch him leave the bat.
Those are visitors, right?
Yeah.
That's the wrong score.
Can you change it? The Colonial of this.
This time the runner does go. Singh grounds it towards second base. Up with it is Kramer. Kramer throws to first to retire him. Vargas holds at third. Nice play by Justin Kramer to go ahead and make sure they got the out. And bouncing off the bag at first was Max Higaretta, ready to make a throw because Vargas is a very aggressive base runner and he's got good speed.
Jonathan Zuidel.
You got to be careful of him always trying to take the extra base. Jonathan Zweig, the batter. First pitch is high, ball one. Low, 2-0. 2 outs, runner at third base. High, ball 3, 3-0. Adam Spielman didn't have a little chat with his pitcher. Gives him a little break. Now Paul Hernandez, the third base coach for the Eagles, will have a chat with Jonathan. I'm sure telling him that you might as well just staple the bat to your shoulder because you're not going to swing at this pitch. Ball 4. So the staple idea worked. And Zweig is aboard with the walk, and Chris Tejada will be the batter. Tejada, the left fielder for the Eagles. Pitch up and in, and well away from the target that Meyer had set up for him. Nick Meyer was set up on the outside corner low, and he came up and into Tejada. So Ryan Meyer's really struggling with his control here at the moment. Meyer's almost balked there. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Foul ball at the plate. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Tejada, down goes the Eagles, but not before they strike for a run and take the lead. We've played 1.5. It's 1-0 Eagles. Max Higuereta, Nick Meyer, and Colin Homan slated for Colonial Mortuary here in the bottom of the second inning. And Higuereta swings at the first pitch that was well out of the strike zone. Colonial pressing a little bit at the moment. They just need to settle down and play their game. Curveball misses inside. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle towards second base. Gill has it. He throws on to first in time to retire Higuereta. So Sam Gill continues to play a solid second base for the Eagles.
And batting next is Nick Meyer, catcher.
Shot at Chase Bishop on the mound. He's ready to face Nick Meyer, the next batter, the catcher for Colonial Mortuary. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Two and out. Swing and a miss. Ground ball towards second and through into center field for a base hit. That'll be Colin Homan.
And we got Colin Homan coming up to bat.
Another look at the hit by Meyer. And right past the pitcher, you see Sam Gill try to get there, but that was just hit too sharply for anybody to get to. Throw over to first, and Meyer back in time. Meyer with good speed for a kid his size. He is quick. Homan takes for a ball.
Pros are going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the baseballs.
Fouled back into the screen. 1-1 the count.
You know they want someone's food.
Two and 1 the count. One out, runner on first base for Colonial. Throw over and back in time as Myers throws handcuffed Aiden Leonard, and the ball popped away from him.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Pitch at the knees for a strike, 2-2.
Your game, they took someone to bat away, remember? And we had that half-hour discussion.
Fouled back and out of play. Two and two the count. Throw over to first, and the ball gets away. And Meyer got a late break, but it's out of play. So he will advance to second.
Yeah. You do. I have something for you. I like your shirt.
Curveball misses inside. Count runs full. Ground ball fielded by the first baseman Leonard. It's a first foot race to first, and Leonard wins the race. But Colin Homan does a job advancing Nick Meyer now to third base.
Now batting is Justin Kramer.
Batter will be Justin Kramer. Kramer, the second baseman for Colonial. First pitch swinging hit towards Sam Gill, and Gill comes up with it. He'll throw to first just to make sure, but said he had it on the catch. Either way, he got Justin Kramer on a hard hit ball. Nice play by Sam Gill that gets the Eagles out of the inning. We have played two complete, 1-0 Mountain View Eagles. Shout out to some of the crowd here enjoying the shade and the wonderful afternoon at McKelvey Ballpark.
Sam Gill.
Ryan Myers out to pitch his third inning. We're in the top of the third. Sam Gill leads off for the Eagles, the second baseman who has been playing spectacular defensively for them. He grounds it to his counterpart, Justin Kramer, and Kramer retires Gill on the 4-3, one away. Will bring us back to the top of the order for the Eagles and Sid Iyer, their shortstop.
And now batting is Sid Iyer.
Curveball misses, ball one. Lifted down the right field line. That's going to be trouble, and it's going to drop in foul. A nice run by Max Higaretta to try to get there. Gave it all he had, but just couldn't catch up with it. 1-1 the count. Again down the right field line. This one could drop in fair, though. It's going to. Iyer around first, thinks about second, but he'll hold there as he's got a one-out single. So back-to-back pop flies off the bat of Iyer. The second one drops in fair. But in the scorebook, it looks like a line drive. Chase Bishop, the batter. He popped up to shortstop his first at bat. Throw over to first. Iyer is back in time. Runner goes, and Bishop reaches for it and fouls it off. Iyer had a pretty good jump, but Bishop trying to hit behind him. Oh, and 1 to count to Bishop. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-1. Runner goes, swings through the pitch. No, it's a bluff on the go, and Iyer back in time. 1-2 the count to Bishop. I'm going to give Iyer some credit here because I think he just didn't get a very good jump and then knew he had to get back, I'm thinking. And there's a lot of players that when they start going, if they get a bad jump, they'll just keep going to second and get themselves thrown out. And a good base runner will know if he's gotten a good jump, and if he doesn't, you just scurry on back to first. You don't have to keep going. Pitch is low, 1 hopped to Meyer. 2-2 the count. Pitch is high, 3-2 the count. Pretty good chance that Sid Iyer will be going on this pitch. He does, and it's way high, ball 4. And Bishop walks, and there's 2 men aboard for the Eagles here in the top of the 3rd. Batter will be Tim Coe. Tim Coe, the 3rd baseman for the Eagles. He walked in his first at bat.
And now batting is Tim Coe.
Spin move, throw to second base, and Iyer is called out. Wow. From here, it looked like he might have gotten back in, but maybe he didn't get his hand all the way back there, but he is out at second base, and that's a huge out for Colonial. Take a look at it real quick here. Ball's there. Wow, I don't know. That's a tough call. Pitch to Coe in there for a strike, 0-1. That was awfully close.
That's 5.
Curveball in there for a strike. 1-2 the count to Coe. So rather than first and second with 1 out, it's now runner on first and an 0-2 count to Coe. Low, runner will go. Bishop will get down to second base. He was running on the pitch, so we'll credit him with a stolen base, even though the pitch got past the catcher. So now it's 1-2 count to Tim Coe. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from Myers, and Bishop will advance to third. Two and two the count to Coe. Grounded out in front of home plate. Meyer's going to have to hurry. He throws to first. It's in the dirt, and it's past the first baseman down the right field line. Bishop is in to score. Coe is into second base. We'll take another look at it as Coe with a swinging bunt that Myers gets to. And then the throw, not sure you can see it, it skipped in the dirt and past Higuereta. That allowed the run to score. Coe is on the air on the throw. And the batter's Aiden Leonard. Leonard takes on the inside corner for a strike 0-1. Leonard walked in his first plate appearance and came around to score the first run of the game. Ground ball up the middle. Spielman has it, throws to first in time to retire Aiden Leonard. And that will do it for the Eagles in the top of the third, but they scratch away for another run, and they lead 2-0. Shot of some of the parents down at the Little League field watching as their, I believe it would be their all-stars having a practice down there. Back to our game, as there's two baseball fields, a Little League field and a Major League field here at the McKelvey Complex. Ryan Young, the batter now for Colonial Mortuary, to lead off the bottom of the third. They trail by 2. They must be beaten twice today, and they certainly don't want to have to play a second game if they don't have to. If they were to win this first game, they win the championship, but if they lose, then they're going to have to immediately play a second game, which I know will please our camera crew and producer director. 1-1 the count to Ryan Young. Inside, he checks his swing. 2-1 the count. Fouls it up into the screen. A beautiful summer afternoon here at McKelvey. A little bit of a breeze. Take some of the heat off. Knuckleball that is fought off. Count holds at 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Ryan Young putting together a nice little at-bat for himself. See if he can get himself on base now. Popped up, fouled up into the screen. And out of play. Ball just went up and never came down. An anti-gravitational ball. Here in Silicon Valley, they've been working on these things. Fouled back again. Ryan Young refuses to go down without a fight. It's now an 8-pitch at bat. This will be the 9th pitch of the at bat. Ball 4. That just turns into a perfect at bat for Ryan Young. Or excellent at bat to be able to come back from 2 strikes down and draw a walk. So the leadoff man aboard for the Mortuary, Ray Fuccio, will be the batter.
And Roy Fuccio, the batter.
Fuccio, the left fielder for Colonial Mortuary, looks to bunt and then takes ball 1. Looks to bunt, a nice bunt is down, but it's very hard. They got to play at second, and they get him on the tag as the throw pulled Iyer off the bag, and he wisely held up and waited for Young to get there. So Fuccio laid it down, but he laid it down hard, and it got back to pitcher Jace Bishop in a hurry. You'll see the runner on the play
Back to the top of the
as
order with Adams Field.
Young tried to get down there. Sid Iyer was pulled off the bag by the throw, but had plenty of time to make the tag on Young. Fuccio is on the fielder's choice. Throw over to first. Fuccio back in time.
Get dirty, baby, get dirty.
Fouled at the plate. Adam Spielman, the batter, the leadoff man for Colonial. He struck out in his first plate appearance. And he'll look to try to do some damage here in the bottom of the third inning. The second time facing Bishop. Takes that one outside. 1-1 to count. Throw over to first, and Fuccio is back in time. Curveball drops in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. This one's hit hard into left field, and it's going to skip past the left fielder, Chris Tejada. Tejada tried to fake that he was going to make the catch and try to deke the runner, but in trying to deke the runner, the ball skipped past him. And Spielman could single and an error.
That's what we get.
Batting next for Colonial is Nate Spencer.
So runners at second and third with one out, and Nate Spenceley, the batter. Colonial with a chance to come back here. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Curveball drops in for a strike, 0-2 the count to Spenceley. Pitch in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
He will not get it. He will not give it.
Put it in play, make something happen up there, Nate.
One out.
Curveball is fouled at the plate.
Keep fighting, kid. Let's work. Get out of this, kid. Let's go. Hey, sign up, guys. One out. Let's say. We say, hey, kid. On your toes. Hard, kid.
Grounder towards short. Iyer has it. Run's going to come in and across the diamond in time to retire Spenceley. 2 away. And it is a 2-1 ball game as Fuccio comes in to score. Another look at it. You'll see a nice job there by Spenceley taking the ball into this hole at shortstop. Fuccio comes in to score, and Spenceley just does beat it out. Lifted into center field off the bat of Ryan Myers, and there to make the catch is Patrick Vargas for out number 3. That will do it for Colonial Mortuary in the bottom of the third. They strike for a run. We've got a 2-1 ball game.
Ever since Dad died, taking care of Mom is overwhelming. I can't do it on my own.
Sure, my mother needs me, but I just want to be a daughter again. Mom wants to stay in her home, but needs more help than ever. It just can't be me all the time.
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Matt Corpentinos, Patrick Vargas, and Chris Singh slated for the Eagles here in the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting is Matt Corpentinos.
Corpentinos popped out to first base in his first at bat. First pitch, high, ball 1.
Hey, let's go 2. 2 go, okay?
Ryan Myers working his 4th inning. 2-0 the count. Three and 0. Ryan Myers continues to struggles with the strike zone, and his pitch count will continue to climb because of it. Ball 4. Corpentinos draws a leadoff walk. And the batter will be Patrick Vargas. Vargas doubled in his first appearance. He drove in the first run of the game for the Eagles.
Patrick Vargas.
Runner goes, throw down to second is in time to retire Corpentinos as Justin Kramer applies the tag. Another look at it. Meyer got rid of it in a hurry. The throw, the tag, and good tag. So 1 away. Fly ball into shallow center field, and Spenceley will call off Spielman and make the catch for out number 2. 2 away, and the batter will be Chris Singh. Singh grounded out to second base in his first at bat.
Another one.
I'll go get it.
And now batting is Chris Singh.
High, ball 1. Swing and a miss by Singh. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning.
See it and hit it. Make it simple. Make it simple.
2-1 to count.
Make it simple, kid. See it and hit it.
Grounder towards third. Up with it is Homan. Homan throws across the diamond just in time to retire Singh. And that will do it for the Eagles in the top of the 4th. We've played 3.5. It is 2-1 Eagles. Max Higaretta, Nick Meyer, and Colin Homan are slated for Colonial Mortuary here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chase Bishop out to work his 4th inning.
Now batting is Max Higaretta.
First pitch to Higaretta in their first strike, 0-1. He thought about swinging, and I think he's shaking his head because he knows he probably should have swung at that one. Pitch misses well outside. 1-1 the count. Outside, 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Higuereta pulled out a little bit on that one, and the count goes to 3-2. Ground ball, sharply hit foul. Past where the first base coach would normally be standing, but Colonial eschewing the first base coach. I guess every other inning their first base coach goes out there. He's been very hungry, so he's been eating a lot today. Chopper out in front of the plate. Bishop has it. Bishop throws to first, and the ball kicks away from Aiden Leonard. And Higuereta is on board on the error. Let her look at it. As you'll see, Higuereta bounces it out in front of home plate. Bishop gets to it, sets himself, makes a throw, and the ball pulls the first baseman off the bag. They had him if he catches it. Batter is Nick Meyer. Pitch out and nothing doing. Two 2-0 the count to Nick Meyer. Meyer singled in his first at bat on a ground ball up the middle. Two and one the count. Fastball on the corner. Throw over to first, and their throw gets away from the first baseman. On his way to second base is Higuereta, and he will be there standing up. Then the throw comes back into the infield, and it's wisely picked up by Sid Iyer, and he calms the masses. We'll take another look at it as the throw over to first. Maybe we won't take a look at it. He did eventually throw over to first. There they were just sort of hobnobbing. Fouled up into the screen. 2-2 the count to Nick Meyer. Ground ball towards second. Gill to his left has it, throws to first in time to retire Meyer. So the 4-3 as Sam Gill continues to play flawlessly at second base. Batter will be Colin Homan. See if they think about a squeeze here, trailing by a run. Holman lifts this one into center field and hit well. Vargas back on it, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Higuereta, and he will come in to score off the sacrifice fly by Colin Holman, and a nice job by Holman to get the RBI. Let her look at it. And that will tie the game up. The batter will be Justin Kramer. So Colonial Mortuary scratches for that run. Popped up on the infield. Sam Gill calls for it. He's under it. He makes the catch for out number 3. But not before Colonial Mortuary strikes back. with another run. We have played 4 complete. We are tied at 2. KMVT will go to all lengths to bring this telecast to you, even putting people precariously on top of the truck roof to get the finest angles and finest shots we can. Substitution for the Eagles is Mike Alva now enters the game in the extra hitter position and takes strike 1 from Ryan Myers. Top of the 5th inning, a 2-2 ball game. Every playoff game the last couple of days have been 1-run extra inning affairs, and don't know if this one's going to go all the way that far. Pop up on the infield, and a great play by Justin Kramer to come in and make the catch on that pop-up by Alva. Another look at it, and this truly is a great play by the second baseman, Kramer. As Myers points at it, as pitchers are supposed to do. They're not supposed to really take. And you see Kramer come in there at the last second and make the catch.
Oh, good eye!
Batter is Chris Tejada. Takes high, ball 1.
Let's go, Tejada. Here we go, kid. Base hit.
Pitch high, 2-0.
Good eye, kid. You don't want that. Whoa! Here we go. Hey, kid. Let's go, Tejada. Base hit. Let's go, kid. Start it off. Here we go, Tejada. Let's go, kid.
Inside, and it plunks him. KMVT Sports would like to thank Home Instead Senior Care for their continuing support of high school of community sports programming. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. High school and community sports, they sponsor them all. So Tejada on the hit by pitch. And Nick Meyer will go ahead and make a little visit with his pitcher, Ryan Myers. Sam Gill will be the batter. Gill grounded out to second in his first at-bat.
Now batting is Sam Gill.
Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Looks to bunt, lays it down. Myers has it. They called for 2, and Myers at the last second decided to go ahead and go for 1, and that made him alter his throw. But they got the out. So the sacrifice is good by Sam Gill. And the batter will be Sid Iyer with a runner in scoring position. Iyer is 1 for 2 on the day. Hard hit ball in the hole and into left field. Charging it is Fuccio. Fuccio makes the throw towards the plate, but nothing doing. Myers throws down to second, not in time. And the Eagles have answered back and taken a 3-2 lead. Another look at it. You see Iyer just hit the ball hard in the hole there between short and third. And he advances to second on the throw to the plate. He's got himself an RBI, and the Eagles are back in the lead. The batter will be Chase Bishop. And he grounds this one to third. Up with it is Homan. He throws across the diamond in time to retire Bishop. But the Eagles strike for a run. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it is a 3-2 Eagles lead.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
Ryan Young, Roy Fuccio, and Adam Spielman slated for Colonial Mortuary here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Chase Bishop working his 5th inning. Pitch is low, ball 1, and into the home plate umpire. Matt Corbatino's not an entirely polished catcher. I mean, he catches here in Babe Ruth, but doesn't catch all the time. And one of the things you have to learn as a catcher is if the home plate umpire gets nicked by a foul ball, you need to go ahead and go out to your pitcher and give the umpire some time to have a little break. Just one of those little nuances of the game that you need to be aware of. So a fly ball off the bat of Ryan Young comes down in the glove of Patrick Vargas out in center field. There's one away, and the batter will be Roy Fuccio.
Batting for Colonial, Roy Fuccio.
Pitch low in the dirt, ball 1. Fly ball into center field. Vargas is there again. Vargas makes the catch for out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order and Adam Spielman.
And now batting is Adam Spielman.
If you're the Eagles coaching staff, you like this situation where you have Spielman coming up with nobody on base and 2 outs. Tough for him to do a lot of damage here. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded in the hole at short, off of Tim Coe at third, and Spielman will beat it out. He'll be credited with a base hit on that. That was a tough play for the third baseman, Tim Coe, coming across, kind of handcuffed. Never look at it. He had to go pretty far to his left, and it just took a hop up on him. Spenceley fouls it up into the screen. Runner on first with 2 outs. Look to see if Spielman goes for the steal. They haven't been running very much here, Colonial, today. Pitch low, snap throw down to first, and Spielman's back in time. Runner goes this time, and the throw into second is not in time. Spielman steals second. So Spenceley with a chance here to tie the game up with a base hit. It's a 1-1 count. Corner for a strike. Correction on the count. It's 2-2 now. As it was a 2-1 count before that pitch, and now it's 2-2. Pitch is outside, ball 3. Count runs full. Hard hit ball towards Gill. Gill's got it. Gill throws on to first, and Sam Gill continues to play an exceptional second base for the Eagles, and that will do it for Colonial in the bottom of the fifth. We've played 5 complete. It is 3-2 Mountain View Eagles. Learning young to put trash in its place. I like it. Nice. Oh, and even that was a tricky shot with the wind, and she put that in too. And a very nice job.
And batting for the Eagles is Tim Coe.
Tim Coe, Aiden Leonard, and Matt Corpentinos slated for the Eagles here in the top of the 6th. Defensive changes. There's a new pitcher, Colin Homan, on the mound for Colonial Mortuary, and wholesale rotations for a lot of other players that I'll get to as the inning progresses. First pitch swinging is Coe, misses 0-1. Ryan Myers is now at first. Ryan Young is at second. Justin Kramer is at third. Max Higaret is in left, and Roy Fuccio is in right. Other than that, the lineup's the same. Popped up foul and out of play. 0-2 the count.
Hey, Tim, open the box, wait on it. Let's go, kid. Look at right center, let's go. Hit that right center down. Hey, watch curve.
1-2 the count. See, I can be kind of an ornery coach at times, and if I were coaching right now, I would go out to the umpire and say that Holman cannot use that glove on the mound because a pitcher has to have a glove of all one color. And it's a little bit of a distraction with a two-toned glove on the pitcher. Tim Coe singles to lead off the inning. KMVT Sports presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. Our thanks to the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Aiden Leonard, the batter. Aiden is 0 for 1 on the day. He has walked and scored, and he grounded out to short. Holman steps off, checks the runner. Nothing doing. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch is low. 2-1. Ground ball towards shortstop. Spielman has it, underhands it to Young. Young throws on to first, not in time, but the runner is retired at second base. One away. And the batter will be Matt Corpentinos.
After that, Matt Corpentinos.
Corpentinos 0 for 1 on the day. He's popped out to first base and he has walked.
You want more? Here, go get more.
Throw over to first, and back in time is Leonard. Pitch is high. 1-0 the Corpentinos. Two and 0. Fly ball into center. Spenceley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That'll be Patrick Vargas.
Our next batter is Patrick Vargas.
Vargas 1 for 2 on the day. He's got a double and an RBI. Curveball in the dirt. 1-0. Swinging and a miss. Throw down to first, and back in time is Leonard. They tried to backdoor him, and Myers tried to sell the tag, but Leonard was back in safely. 1-1 to count. Inside, throw down to second base is not in time. Leonard steals second, another look at it. Throw is a little bit to the first base side of the bag and short of the bag. Nice job by Young to try to get a sweep tag going. That's into the hole, it's short. And they're going to think about sending Leonard, and they do. They've got him in a rundown. Throw down to third is in time as he rounded it too far. We'll take another look at it, as this was a fine throw by Higuereta in left as he came in charging. Came up through a perfect one hop to his catcher, which is what just what a catcher wants. They then throw behind Leonard, the tag at third, and out he was on a nice tag by Justin Kramer. And that will do it for the Eagles on some excitement there to end the inning. We've played 5.5. It's 3-2 Eagles.
Coming up with that is
Shot of the field here at McKelvey Ballpark. As you can see, not a cloud in the sky. A beautiful day out here at a beautiful ballpark. Ryan Myers, Max Higuereta, and Nick Meyer are slated for Colonial Mortuary here in the bottom of the 6th. The heart of their order. Myers takes on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Myers has flown out twice to center field. Fly ball to center again. Drifting back, and there to make the catch is Vargas for out number 1. Batter will be Max Higuereta.
And now batting is Max Higuereta.
Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Checked his swing, 2-0 the count. Grounded towards first and into right field for a base hit. So Higuereta picks up his first hit of the day. The batter will be Nick Meyer. See if they try to get Higuereta down to second. Via a steal, I would assume. You're certainly not going to have Nick Meyer bunt here with an out.
Now we have Nick Meyer at bat.
Pitch right in high, ball 1. Fisted down towards third base. Going to be a tough play for Coe. He throws high, but in time to retire Nick Meyer. Nice play by Tim Coe at third base. Another look at it. You'll see Meyer tops it and just squirts it out there onto the infield grass. Coe had to charge and throw across in time to retire him. Higuereta now moves into scoring position. Colin Holman, the batter. There's 2 outs. Holman takes high, ball 1. Bishop has done a great job as far as his pitching today. He's faced 3 batters in the first, 4 batters in the second, 5 batters in the third, 4 in the fourth, and 4 in the fifth. So he's been very economical with getting guys on base. This one's hit well into the gap in left center field. A long run, and it's going to be over the head of Patrick Vargas. Higuereta will come in to score, and Colin Holman, with some good pop, puts that over the head of Patrick Vargas in left center field and picks himself an RBI, ties this game up. Another look at it is Holman got all of that, and he knew he had hit it well. So he takes off, and he sees that Vargas is not going to get there. Higuereta coming all the way, and he chugs in to tie this game up. Now the batter is Justin Kramer. Kramer takes on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Balk, they call a balk on Bishop for he spun part way and sort of stopped and then finished with his spin, and he can't do that. We'll take a look at exactly what he did. You'll see him start to move, and then he does a double move, and you have to, it's got to be one, if you're going to use that spin move, it's got to be one fluid move. So that puts the runner at third with 2 outs. Pitch, Corpentinos has it. 1-1 the count to Justin Kramer. Kramer is grounded out to second and hit a line drive to second base. It's gone that way twice. Grounded towards third. Coe has it. Coe throws across in time to retire Justin Kramer. And that will do it for Colonial Mortuary here in the bottom of the 6th. We've played 6 complete. We are tied at 3.
My parents are really slowing down. I feel bad I can't always be there for them.
How do I choose between caring for my mother and caring for my own family?
I've been looking into the options, but Dad doesn't want to leave his home. What do I do?
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Chris Singh, Mike Alva, and Chris Tejada slated for the Eagles here in the top of the 7th inning as Johnny Cash plays on. It's Elaine Spence's favorite song of all time, and she will not turn it off to start the game.
Starting us off in the 7th inning, Chris Singh.
Singh is grounded to second and grounded to third. He's 0 for 2 on the day and takes a pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
Chris, we need a hit, kid. We need you on base.
For those of you who've been following the playoffs of the Babe Ruth League here on KMVT, each game we've done has been a 4-3 ball game. And this is lined up to be a third straight 4-3 ball game, if potentially. Nice play there by Adam Spielman, charging in on that ground ball off the bat of Chris Singh. And fires him out for out number 1. The batter will be Mike Alva.
And now batting is Mike Alva.
Pitch in the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. So Colin Holman has come in here and done a nice job for Colonial Mortuary. Fouled back into the screen. This one's hit well into left center field, and that's going to go out towards the fence. A long run for Higaretta. He's got it. Alva on his way to second base, a throw to second, and he's in with a double. Another look at it as that was letter high. Alva just jumped on it, and then he got on his horse as he realized he had hit it well enough to get past the outfield and was going to have extra bases. So Alva is in at second base, and the batter is Chris Tejada. Tejada has struck out, and he's been hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He has scored a run. Fouled up into the screen. 0-1 to Tejada.
Hey, straight up, kid. Let that right hand pull through. Drive through the baseball, kid. Come on, Chris. Stand through the baseball.
Pitch gets away. A light break for third, and Alva's going to be dead meat at third base. Nick Meyer with a fine throw down to third base. Another look at it. The ball does get away from him. Alva tries to get up to full speed as fast as he can and then realizes he is just not going to make it. And now it's grounded towards second base. Young has it. Young throws on to first, and that'll retire the side. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We are tied at 3.
And now coming up with that,
the Maxwell Street vending truck out here for the playoffs. Babe Ruth League pulling out all the stops here this season. Our producer director Bobby Chastain had the bone-in pork chop sandwich earlier today. He said was delish. Ryan Young, the batter, to face Chase Bishop. Pitch in there for a strike. Young is 0 for 1 on the day. He has walked and he has flown out to center field. So Bishop trying to go the maximum amount of innings he can into shallow center field, and Vargas played him well. Comes in to make the catch. One away, and the batter will be Roy Fuccio.
And now batting is Roy Fuccio.
In the Babe Ruth League, you're allowed to throw 7 innings in a game, and Bishop is working his 7th. Oh, and 1 to count to Fuccio. 0-2. Little gear adjustment there by Corpentinos. Fuccio has a little bit of a ritual he goes through before he gets into the plate, and then calls time as he hadn't finished his ritual. He'll get back in. The unfortunate thing is sometimes his ritual takes so long that the pitcher's into his motion, and I think that hurts him because he's not set when the pitch comes in. And after all that, Fuccio strikes out for out number 2. And the batter will be Adam Spielman. So we are staring extra innings in the face right now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. High ball 1. Popped up down the left field line towards the food truck and the TV truck, and the ball lands harmlessly right there behind the food truck. All right. Curveball drops in there for a strike to Spielman at 12-6 strike zone, or the curveball, excuse me. Curveball misses, and 2-2 the count. He thought it hit him. He says no, it didn't hit him. Spielman arguing that it hit him. So it is a 2-2 count. Lifted into left field. It's going to be a long run for Tejada, and that's going to fall in front of him. So Spielman gets on anyway, his third consecutive hit of the game. He is 3 for 4 on the day.
And now batting, Nate Spensley.
See if Spielman is on his way to second. Bishop will certainly keep a close eye on him, might even throw over there 1 or 2 times. Doesn't this time, and the pitch is outside ball 1. Nate Spensley is the batter. Spensley is grounded to short twice and grounded to second once. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Line drive base hit up the middle. Vargas cuts it off. So back-to-back singles. It's a little surprised they didn't try to steal Spielman earlier on. I don't think he would have scored on that hit. Another look at it is a nice shot by Spensley. Right back up the middle. Bishop may be getting a little bit tired. Ryan Myers with an opportunity to win the game here with 2 outs. Outside, ball 1. Bishop has not changed his facial expression at all during the game. And I like this kid's poise. High, 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to count. Fouled straight back, 2-2 the count. Outside, full count. The runners will be going on the pitch. See if Bishop comes in here. He's ready. He works quickly. He steps off. First time I've really seen him step off all day. He's checking the runners. That was a good time to step off. Chopped at the plate as Myers fought it off. So we'll do it again. Full count. Runners will be going on the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Myers goes down. And so does Colonial Mortuary, and we are going to extra innings. It's free baseball, everybody. We're tied at 3. I don't believe I will ever see anything quite as lovely as a tree. We're in extra innings, top of the 8th inning, and changes for Colonial Mortuary. Now pitching is Nate Spensley. Ryan Myers is at first base as the music plays on. Justin Kramer is at second. Colin Holman is back to third base. Ryan Young is now in left field. And Max Higaret is in center.
Got a pitching change. Pitching for Colonial now is Nate Spensley.
Sam Gill, Sid Iyer, and Chase Bishop slated for the Eagles here in the top of the 8th. Gill is 0 for 1 on the day. He is grounded out to second, and he laid down a nice sacrifice bunt his last time up. He pops this one shallow into the infield, and quickly over there to corral it is Justin Kramer. This game is brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. And the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMP doctor today.
Sid Iyer.
Sid Iyer, the batter. First pitch swinging, fouls it up into the screen, 0-1. Iyer is 2 for 3 on the day. Has himself an RBI.
Hey, come on, Sid, be the kid.
Curveball is fisted out towards first base. Ryan Myers is there to make the catch for out number 2. And the batter will be Chase Bishop.
Now we have Chase Bishop up the bat.
Bishop 0 for 2 on the day. He is popped up to short. He has walked and he has grounded out to third. He has scored 1 run and has a stolen base to his credit. 2-0 the count to Bishop.
Hey, Wade takes that pitch, kid. Here we go. Come on, kid.
3-0.
Hey, that's 3 straight balls, kid. You smart base. Here you go. Let's go, base hit.
This one's hit well down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Bishop is around first and on his way to the second. Young has it into shortstop, and Bishop is in with a stand-up double. Let her look at it. As Bishop does a nice job just turning on it, driving it down the left field line. Tim Coe, the batter. Curveball is high for a ball. Coe is 1 for 2 on the day. He has walked, gotten on an error, and singled in his last at bat. Swing and a miss on a nice cut, but just couldn't, just not on the same plane with the fastball. 1-1 to count. Outside. 2-1 to count.
Hey, come on, Tim. It's our turn, Tim. It's our turn. Let's go.
Big hole on the right side of the infield. He hits this one hard into left field. Young comes in on it and is there to make the catch for out number 3. And a nice play out there in left field by Ryan Young. He just went out there for the first time this half inning and gets a sizzler hit to him to end the top of the 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 3. Chris Tejada now pitching for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sam Gill has moved out to left field and Chase Bishop has moved to second base. Batter is Max Higaretta. Higaretta checks a swing and takes strike 1. Higaretta is 1 for 3 on the day. He has grounded to second, gotten on an error, and singled. He's come around to score 2 of the 3 Colonial Mortuary runs. Grounds this one towards second base. Bishop comes in for it, gets it on to first, and Higaretta is out number 1. Batter will be Nick Meyer.
And now at bat, Nick Meyer.
Tough thing for these kids is that if the Eagles were to win this game, it'll take at least 9 innings for them to win it, since Colonial is at the plate right now. And if the Eagles do win, then they have to turn right around and play another baseball game. hit hard and foul down the left field line.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Two and one to count. Three and one to count. Full count to Nick Meyer. Ball four. Batter will be Colin Homan. Homan is 1 for 2 on the day. He grounded out to first. Sacrificed, had an RBI on a sac fly to center field, and then had a double and another RBI in the 6th inning to tie the game up. So he's had a very productive game today for Colonial Mortuary. 0-1 count. Pitch gets past Corpentinos, and Meyer will move into scoring position. And the Colonial Mortuary is a hit away from possibly winning this ball game. High for a ball, 2-1. Low, 3-1. Fouled at the plate. 3-2 the count. Ball four. Back-to-back walks issued by Tejada. Puts runners at first and second for Colonial Mortuary, and Justin Kramer will be the batter.
And now batting is Justin Kramer.
Kramer's 0 for 3 on the day. He is grounded to second. He's popped up to second, and he's grounded to third. Tejada needs to throw strikes here. Spin move, and they got him at second. A huge play as Sid Iyer snuck in behind Nick Meyer and took the throw from Tejada. Another look at it. Had him sleeping. And a nice tag by Sid Iyer. 2 away. Huge break for the Eagles. But you make your own breaks. That was just a nice play. High for a ball, 2-0. Tejada struggling with the strike zone, and now Ricky Moore will come out to have a chat with his pitcher and try to settle him down. And you can only pick so many guys off. You got to start throwing some strikes to the plate. Ross Stanley having a chat with Justin Kramer, settling him down, just let him know, just get a little base hit here and keep it alive, or draw a walk if you can. Any way you can get on base. And the huddle breaks. Shot of some of the crowd here on the home side of the field. Good crowd here today for this championship game. So shade is coming onto the field now. And a strike to Justin Kramer makes the count 2-1. So whatever Ricky Moore told Chris Tejada seems to have, at least on one pitch, gotten some instant results. Outside, 3-1. Shot of Colin Holman at first as he takes his lead. Strike called, full count. So the runner at first will be moving on the pitch with 2 outs. Tejada from the stretch. Throw home and ball 4. So Kramer draws a walk. Ryan Young, the batter. Young is 0 for 2 on the day. He's walked and has flown out to center field twice. Swing and a miss. Lifted into center field and hit well. It is over the head of Vargas. Around third is Holman. Holman is on his way to the plate, and Colonial Mortuary are the Babe Ruth champions for 2013 with a walk-off double. Another look at it. As you see Ryan Young go with that pitch, it was hit well. A different angle. With 2 outs, the runners were just sprinting. Vargas couldn't get there. It drops in. He couldn't field it cleanly. He wanted to try to get a throw in, and into the plate comes Colin Holman. And the Colonial Mortuary three-peats, the 3rd year in a row Colonial Mortuary has won the title. And they are the 2013 champions. So our congratulations to Colonial Mortuary. We would like to thank our producer-director, Bobby Chastain, camera crew of Robin Frank, Wes Rappaport, Renee Mendoza. Special thanks to Elaine Spence, the president of Mountain View Babe Ruth, for allowing us to come out here. And for all of us here at KMVT, I'm Paul Cunningham. We'll see you next time.
This guy